privatizing, and it turned out to be a disaster for them. Because this group come in, took over the buses, took over the facilities, basically bought their buses for almost nothing. 2 or 3 years later down the line, the price had gone from $1 to $10, and the buses were not even going to pass state inspection. And these folks told them, that's your problem. So I wouldn't want to see something like that. I understand, there'll be a lot of discussion and stuff, but that's scary to think that that could possibly happen.
It's a good possibility.
Right. I mean, they come in and take over, and I've been in the private sector long enough that a low bid to do something doesn't always mean it's going to stay there. Once they get that chokehold. Once they get that chokehold on you.
Mr. Stevens, that is something that, has been discussed. And all this is doing is allowing for us to get all of the information. It doesn't mean we're going to do it. It's just saying, we want to explore this a little bit more. It's not that we're voting on a contract tonight, it's just getting more information and giving the superintendents the leverage to go out there and get the contracts. And if we even decide to do this at a later date, the top ones that we decide to look at, I personally do not have a problem going and literally going to those districts, talking to those people, and, I'm saying it publicly, I will use my own funds to do that, because I want to make sure that does not happen to us.
Totally agree with that. That's why I wanted to.
And I think, and all those concerns has been brought up, but I think the main purpose was this, so we want to put everything out on the table that we've been talking about and we've been discussing. We don't want nothing to come up with, where that come from. It's just everything is out on the table, and we agreed in those meetings not to keep nothing from nobody. So we just bring it all out like this.
I think that maybe the takeaway is we really need to be careful.
Very careful.
If we put out there, so-and-so very low bid, why didn't you guys go with that,
That's when you have to have the proper
really
justification not to take that low bid.
Right, and it's just like we want the community to know we open about everything, and so we're going to cover all areas. We got very knowledgeable people in those situations. So, yes, sir. That's why you get paid big money. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Before we go to approval of leave, since we had everybody else talk, the superintendent from Ipsy High School is here, Mr. Deidre Martin. And I'd be kind of upset if we came all this way and didn't have nothing to say about this whole situation going.
We're going to make us speak at theirs on Monday.
Watch out, he's taking that.
Well, I just wanted to first apologize. I was actually in another meeting and was walking around your building trying to find just a second.
I've been in your building. Yours is harder to find than this.
I concur. It was difficult for me the first time. But I do want to extend my appreciation to Superintendent Lisiski, to the board members. We have been working diligently over the last couple of months, just exploring all the possibilities of what if. And it's exciting to see two districts actually taking a step forward to explore what's best for the kids in both school communities, and not just looking at one versus the other, because we are going through some challenging times. We're all going to have some very tough decisions that we have to make in the best interest of kids. And they won't be pleasant decisions, but I'm sure that if we continue to work together and really be honest and forthright and open with communications, we'll be able to find some creative solutions to our challenges. So thank you again for having us.
And thank you for speaking. Approval of leave.
Service agreement.
Oh, I'm sorry. Approval of service agreement, Michigan Institute of Aviation and Technology.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the 2011-2012
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the 2011-2012 service agreement between Willow Run Community Schools and the Michigan Institute of Aviation and Technology as per attached. Discussion.
How many students do we have involved in this?
We don't have any this year, but we still have to uphold the agreement.
Okay.
But we don't pay unless there's students involved, so.
Correct.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Passes down. Under 8E, the board retreat. This is something that we talked about last meeting. We're gonna try to come up with a date. So I can get a motion to open this up for discussion.
Mr. President, I move Willow Run Board of Education schedule a board retreat for, in 2012.
Sunshine.
Moved and supported Willow Run Board of Education schedule a board retreat for blank 2012. Discussion.
I believe the second Saturday is when we're having a superintendent evaluation workshop at the ISD, and we were talking about piggybacking on that.
Second Saturday in
February.
18th, actually.
It was, right, I would say the
Third,
11th,
yeah.
the 18th, the 3rd,
The third,
the 18th.
18th, I said second, didn't I say second Saturday?
That would be 11th.
Yeah, that would be-
All right.
I like that idea of doing it on the same day if possible.
What, wait a minute, doing the retreat on the same day?
Yes. And one of the reasons for that is I work on Saturdays and I've got to swap the day in order to,
Okay, now,
it's kind of ugly to do that.
the question that, when I had this email sent to me, is that, this workshop is this the same workshop that a class that you took into NASB?
With newer information now because more things have been finalized at the
Talk
state
about-
level. That's what I understand anyways.
This is just me speaking. I would prefer if we handle our in-house business, before we do that. So if we can do it on the same day, but I would like to see us get, close up some chapters that we still have open from last year.
You still have the mission.
We still have the mission and the vision, and I think that's,
What time is the ISD?
8:30 to 11:30.
So I don't think we'll be meeting at 5 a.m.
No.
no, we're not gonna do that in the
Thank
studio.
you.
We can come
But
back
what-
here afterwards.
Now, here's my, and it's just a suggestion, because I think the email that, Ms. Thomas sent me was that we would have to fund it ourselves if we were going,
Possibly.
if there was a cost.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that we could send a representative from the board to the workshop.
Just so the board knows, I've already committed myself and my own funds to make sure I go.
Okay, so, and then the rest of us who have that day open, maybe we can have a, retreat here to finish what we have.
Well, now, because it's not on the same day, we could have the retreat. We wouldn't want to disadvantage one of our board members by
Okay.
shipping them off.
So
you know,
we
to
open
say,
for 2 days?
Just, yeah.
Okay, all right, I didn't,
Well,
I will
whoever
be
wants to
open.
go, I mean, not everybody needs to probably go to,
okay, so we'll take 18th off the schedule for us doing our retreat.
Okay.
Is that what we're saying?
That's what I'm hearing.
So now we gotta talk to Mr. Wilder.
Well, that's what I was saying.
I know.
Can't we do that at 1 o'clock on the 18th?
Are you planning on going to the 18th since you were already there? You want the extra, the newest information?
Well, personally, I think that we all deserve that newest information just because of potential that it's changed. What's going to be the cost associated